all, it's Mrs Neal here. I wanted to go through our brand new testing centre that we have at Abbey College. I want to go through how you get there, what happens when you're there, so that it maybe answers a few of your questions that you might have. So let's start with how you get to the test centre. So we are going to be asking you to go to the North Hall first to register. We don't really want you to go through the Millennium Building, so please can we ask that you go round the Millennium Building following the blue arrows as you go round the site. As you get up to the North Hall, you will see some signage that points to the blue door that is open on one of those pictures. We'd like you to go through the blue door as your first stop. As you get through into the North Hall, you'll see a registration desk. Here you will register with a member of staff, you will give a few details and they will ask you a few questions and you will be asked to sanitise your hands. Please ensure you have your face mask on at all times. The member of staff will ask you to go to one of 4 zones. So it'll ask you to go and sit in whichever zone you've been allocated to and to sit on one of the blue chairs. As you can see, the blue chairs are spaced 2 metres apart. Please do not move these chairs so we can ensure social distancing. When it is your turn to go over to the testing centre, someone will come and collect you and they will escort you to the testing centre. While you're waiting though, please can we ask for your patience and for you to sit quietly. When you are collected for your test, you'll be escorted through this door here, which is at the end of the North Hall, at the back of the North Hall. You'll be asked to walk along the drive up towards the Abbey Building, which is where our testing centre is. You'll walk up the steps through the blue door and you'll enter the Abbey Building. Please make sure again you have got your face mask. As you go through the door, you'll head up the steps. When you get to the top, you'll turn left and you'll follow the arrows. As you can see on the floor, there's clear markers of 2 metres to keep a social distance from the person in front of you. Please wait patiently while you are directed to the next part. At the end of the corridor, you'll see some signage and some hand sanitizer. When you get to the hand sanitizer, please can we ask that you sanitise your hands? But please be aware that from this point, you are entering what is called a controlled zone. This means that all staff within this area will be wearing what's called PPE. We'll look at some PPE in just a moment. PPE, so all staff within the testing centre will be wearing disposable face mask, a disposable face shield, a disposable pair of gloves and disposable apron. Beautifully modelled by Miss Tatum here. When you are asked, you'll be asked to come through the door into the testing centre and to meet Miss Dodsley on reception. She will ask you a few questions, few basic questions, and then she will pass you a basket. She will also ask you if you need assistance or if you are able to do a self-test. If you need assistance, that is fine, and we'll explain that in just a moment. In total, we have 6 testing bays, 4 of which are self-service and 2 of which are used to help if you need help to take your test. Let's have a look at what's in each bay. So in each bay you have got a mirror, tissues, sanitizer wipes, a torch and hand sanitizer. But you will also have posters on how to take the test around the bay. If you have a look on this slide to the right, there is a YouTube clip. If you have a look at that YouTube clip, it shows you some basic instructions on how to take your test. On this slide here, you will see that there is some basic instructions on how to take the test. You can do something at home that will really help you when you're taking your test. If you can locate where your tonsils are at the back of your throat using a mirror and a torch, that will really help you when you're taking your test in school. All we're asking is that you take a swab of your tonsils and a swab from your nose. Your test results will be ready in 30 minutes. Once Once you have taken your test, we'll be asking you to put it into a plastic tube of solution. If you look on the picture bottom left of this slide, you will see a blue test tube holder, a swab and a plastic tube with solution in it. You will have used the swab that is to do the test from your throat and your nose, and when you're finished, you will place the fabric end of the swab into the plastic tube with the solution in it. That is all you will need to do. The last thing you'll do before you leave your bay is to sanitise your work surfaces and anything else that you may have touched. Everything else needs to stay in the bay, so the test tube holder with your test needs to be staying into the bay. You will be asked then to leave the test centre together. Should you need support, that is absolutely fine. There are people there that are fully trained on how to take your swabs from your throat and your nose. Please just ask for help. We have got fully trained staff that will be able to do this and be able to maybe take some of those worries away if you have any. When you're finished your test, you'll be asked to leave through the big door of books. So the top right door. You'll be asked to leave through there, and you'll turn right as you go through the door. You will notice on the floor there are some markers on the floor again. These are again spaced at 2 metres distance, and this is where we'll be asking you to line up in your group of 6 from your zone, ready to go back to the North Hall. Okay, so waiting for your results then. You'll be escorted back to the North Hall, back to your zone and back to the blue chairs. I'd like you to sit in the blue chairs and please be patient. The test results take about 30 minutes to process. You'll receive one of the following 3 possible results. You'll either have a negative, positive or void result. A negative result means that you do not have COVID and that you can continue on your day. You'll leave the North Hall via the Millennium Building, as you can see on those bottom left picture, and you'll continue as you had originally planned for your day. Now, if you have a positive result, you'll be escorted to a holding zone. This is where your parents will be contacted and we will be asking you to go home and to self-isolate. We will be discussing with your parents that you will need to take a second test. Don't worry about this at all. This is just to confirm a positive result. We will discuss this with your parents, so please don't worry about it at all. Now, the third possible result that you could be given is a void test result. This means that there was not enough sample detected on your swab. Therefore, we will need to repeat your test before you can continue on your day. Finally, if you have any questions or if you're worried about the test process, please do talk to somebody. Have a chat with your parents, maybe your form tutor, teachers. The welfare department and the SEN department are always there for you also, so please do not be afraid to ask questions or talk about it. The test really does not hurt and it only takes a very few minutes to process. So please do be patient and do think about what you want to do. It is optional, but from your point of view, it could be that it's actually peace of mind, and we are also ensuring the protection of everyone in our community by doing these tests. Thanks very much for your time today. Should you have any questions or want a conversation about it all, then we are more than happy to do so. Please do just contact the school. Thanks very much.